State Senator Pouliot, thank you for being with us this morning. And the questions we walk into every morning have been about unemployment. And I wanted you to just make a statement, if you could, about the state of the unemployment office. And I know they're trying their best to keep up with all of these claims, tens of thousands. On a call yesterday with Senator Susan Collins, I heard that in 3 days they had more claims than they had all of last year. Is that possible?
Yeah, the claims are really going up significantly. And what the state has done, Jay, just recently this week, is brought on a private sector firm to help with the claims that are coming in. An extra 100 people this week that they hired, and they're bringing them up to speed. Unfortunately, this stuff takes a couple of days, but folks should know that there's definitely, this is the number one front burner issue right now for the state government, is helping people process, and get through these claims.
Yeah.
So I think, as the next few days go on, folks should have better luck getting through. And MaineCareerCenter.gov is really a great resource. If folks are having a hard time, MaineCareerCenter.gov is the local career centers are really a good place to turn to be able to get processed if someone gets locked out or is having challenges.
Desiree, you've read most of these texts, and you know personally several people are having difficulty. What are the areas of difficulty they're encountering with trying to make claims?
What I'm hearing is that the federal guidelines have not yet been explained properly to the Maine Department of Labor.
So that's for the expanded unemployment benefits?
No, these are people that haven't even been able to file claims yet. They're pending, and they're being told, hang tight.
Senator Matt, how does the federal government work into the Maine processing of these claims?
The feds basically passed at the federal level the package, $2.2 trillion right of relief, and that's getting funneled through the various at the state levels with the Department of Labor and unemployment. So the resources are there, right? It's just a matter of processing the claims through the state, and we were just not set up to have this level of people all at once, right? 23,000 claims, over 23,000 claims last week. So, normally you have like 615 to 700 new claims a week.
Wow.
So,
they're in the good days.
Influx. So, to that end, it's not normal to bring on a private contractor, right, outside of our standard workforce within the DOL to handle something, and the state has done that, and that was just finalized this week. So it really is a situation where there are folks literally working 12, 14-hour days to try to process stuff, but the system, frankly, just wasn't established for this level of volume. Folks who are having difficulty getting through, what we've been hearing is that if that's an issue, that the Career Center is really the place to go to try to get more a quick response. And one of the primary issues, Jay, maybe your folks are getting this, is that folks are getting locked out of their account.
Yeah.
Because once you keep trying to process the password more than 3 times, it would just lock people out, and then they couldn't do anything. So they've set up some procedures to get that squared away more quickly. We're really having to go through that channel with the Maine Career Centers to be able to make this happen.
We got 49 messages this morning on all sorts of issues, but one of the things that if you can address is, when does the federal help kick in? That's the expanded program where they're saying you can get up to $600 a week on top of what they would be eligible through the standard benefits in Maine.
What we're being told is that's still a couple weeks out. And so I can get you a more firm date, Jay, and get back to you. The other thing I'm hoping to do is to get Commissioner Fortman to join us on the program to talk a little bit about what they're doing. But as you can imagine, with this deluge of claims coming in, they're just simply trying to help people get processed.
Yeah. One woman in her comments this morning, I'm trying to help my mom. She's not tech savvy. She's been locked out for over a week after days of calling. She's been hung up on. I know this is not intentional. We've talked to folks in that office, some who were off the record saying, we're doing our best to hold this together. Many people are working overtime. We're waiting for additional help. And then another person commented to us this morning, the state of Maine is bringing on more people. They're continuously at their computers and on their phones, and they are amazing. It's not their fault. They're under great stress. Please be kind.
But on the website, it is saying that some of these federal programs have not been implemented yet. So if you file, you will get denied. You have to wait. What are they waiting for? Is there a sign? Will there be something on the website to let them know when they can file? These are self-employed people that have been told that they can qualify for unemployment.
The self-employment piece is different, Desiree. That's something that normally self-employed folks don't have access to unemployment, and so that has been delayed. But for folks who have been laid off, who work for an employer and need to claim unemployment, they should be filing their claims so that they're in the queue.
Okay.
There was a problem with processing payments this week. The DOL, I know, is on top of that as well. And I do think that, unfortunately, we're in a situation where folks are certainly wondering, how they're going to pay their bills and make ends meet, and it's extremely stressful, and they're wondering why the heck everything's taking so long. And the downside is this is just so many people going through right now. I want folks to realize that this is the front burner issue right now. We had a conversation with the governor not last night, but the night before, and we were on the phone with her for about a half an hour, and 20 minutes of it was talking about this, and the other 2 minutes was about why the golf courses were shut down. So, I mean, this is definitely the primary issue, and I know it's super frustrating for folks, but I don't want them to think that nobody's doing anything over there. This isn't being addressed, or it's not a primary issue. It really is. It's just there's so many people coming through all at once. It's very much a challenge to juggle that for them.
We see that. We understand it. Senator Pouliot, thanks for the
Thank
time.
you so much.
As always, we look forward to catching up with you again, maybe tomorrow or certainly into next week.
Absolutely. Have a great day, guys.
All right, you too.